Let this story be a soft embrace to ease you into rest. The Unseen Bond, a tale of friendship between Susan and Star. This story is about a girl named Susan and a fairy named Star, who discover the true meaning of friendship through their extraordinary bond. In a quaint little village, surrounded by verdant hills and bubbling brooks, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Susan. Susan had always been curious, her bright eyes reflecting the wonder she felt for the world. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and stars began to pepper the night sky, Susan stumbled upon a sparkling creature caught in the branches of an old oak tree. With gentle hands and a heart full of compassion, Susan freed the creature, discovering it to be a tiny, luminous fairy named Star. Grateful for her rescue, Star sprinkled the dusting of fairy magic, causing the old oak tree to glow warmly. Susan and Star sat beneath the glowing tree, sharing stories of their lives and dreams under the canopy of twinkling lights. Despite their differences, they formed an inseparable bond. Star would visit Susan each night, guiding her dreams and bringing light to her darkest moments. Together, they explored the enchanted woods, laughed under the moon, and learned about each other's worlds. Susan introduced Star to the beauty of human kindness, while Star taught Susan the secrets of the fairy realm. Their friendship grew stronger, with each passing day, transcending the boundaries of their worlds. Even as time flowed like the gentle stream beside their village, their bond remained untouched by its passage. One day, as the village prepared for its annual festival, Susan crossed the beautiful garland of flowers for Star. In return, Star gifted Susan a pendant filled with stardust, symbolizing their eternal friendship. Susan wore the pendant close to her heart, and every time she touched it, she felt the warmth of Star's presence. As they watched the festival's fireworks illuminate the sky, they knew that their friendship was a rare and precious gift, as infinite and enduring as the stars themselves. And with that thought, they sealed their promise to always be there for each other, no matter what. And so, Susan and Star's friendship became legendary in the village, a testament to the magic of kindness and the wonders of an open heart. Here lies the new story to soothe your spirit. A tale of Flux and Aster, a journey of persistence. This story is about Flux and his goldfish Aster, who embark on a journey to an enchanted island, teaching the village about persistence and love. In a quaint village nestled between tall mountains and serene lakes, there lived a kind-hearted man named Flux. Every morning, Flux would take a small golden fish named Aster to the lake. Aster was not just any goldfish. He had shiny, iridescent scales that glimmered in the sunlight, making him the pride of the village. Flux and Aster shared a unique bond, one that was built on trust, love, and persistence. One sunny day, Flux noticed Aster seemed restless. Instead of swimming joyfully, Aster circled the water's edge as if looking for something. Concerned, Flux knelt beside the lake and whispered softly, "What is it, my dear friend?" Aster looked up, his sparkling eyes meeting Flux. Although Aster couldn't speak, Flux felt a sense of longing from his tiny friend. Days turned into weeks as Flux observed Aster's unusual behavior. Determined to uncover the mystery, Flux decided to stay by the lake from dawn till dusk. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Flux saw it. The small, enchanted island appeared in the middle of the lake at twilight. The island was adorned with glowing flowers and mystical trees. Flux understood that this was what Aster longed for. Without hesitation, Flux built a little raft. Despite many failed attempts and the villagers' discouraging words, Flux persisted. He knew his friend's happiness was worth every hardship. After almost a month of relentless effort, Flux completed the raft, and placed Aster in a small, safe bowl at its center. With trembling hands, he paddled towards the island. The journey was arduous. Waves crashed against the raft, and strong winds threatened to overturn them. But Flock's resolve never wavered. After hours of battling the elements, they finally reached the enchanted island. The moment they arrived, Aster's scales shone brighter than ever. He swam happily in the crystal clear waters round the island, his restlessness completely gone. Flock felt a deep sense of fulfillment and sat watching his friend in pure joy. They spent the night under the starlit sky, cherishing the moment. The next morning, Flock noticed that Aster had a small, glittering object in his mouth. It was the gem of persistence, a magical jewel that granted endless perseverance and hope. The Flocks realized that Aster's quest had been for this very gem. Upon returning to their village, Flock and Aster inspired everyone with their story. The villagers learned the true meaning of persistence, and how love and determination could conquer any obstacle. From that day on, Flock and Aster continued their adventures, but none could compare to their journey to the enchanted island, a testament to their unwavering bond, and the power of never giving up. The next story waits, calm and comforting. The Red Wolf and the Whispering Wind. This story is about Marigold, a young girl who discovers a magical glade where nature celebrates under the moonlight, guided by the whispering wind spirit, Aholifa. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills, lived a young girl named Marigold. She had hair as bright as the sun, and eyes as blue as the summer sky. One evening, as she gazed at the stars, she heard a soft whisper carried by the wind. It was the voice of Aholifa, the spirit of the whispering wind, who spoke to her of celebrations and ancient traditions. Aholifa told Marigold about a hidden glade deep in the forest, where nature celebrated under the moonlight. Fascinated, Marigold agreed to visit this magical place, guiding her through a path only visible to those who believe. Aholifa led Marigold to the glade. The clearing was unlike anything Marigold had ever seen, illuminated by fireflies and decorated with flowers that glowed a gentle blue. Creatures of the forest, both seen and unseen, had gathered for the grand celebration. Marigold danced with the woodland animals and sang with the birds. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and the sound of laughter echoed through the trees. As the celebration reached its peak, Aholifa taught Marigold an ancient song that made the stars shine even brighter. At night, under the sparkling sky, Marigold felt a profound connection to the world and its wondrous deep. When dawn approached, Aholifa whispered a gentle goodbye, promising that Marigold could visit whenever her heart needed to celebrate. With a heart full of joy and memories, Marigold returned home, knowing she carried a piece of that magical might within her. And then on, whenever she closed her eyes, she could hear the soft whispers of the wind, reminding her of the world's those hidden wonders. Every year, she awaited the night the wind would whisper again, signaling another celebration in the glade. And so, Marigold's life was forever enriched by the magic and wonder Aholifa introduced to her. Let's continue softly with another tale. The Magical Library. This story is about a girl named Kala, who discovers a magical library with the help of a guardian elf named Achilea, and embarks on enchanting adventures within the book's stories. In the small village of Eldoria, and nestled between towering mountains and lush forests, there lived a girl named Kala. She had golden hair that shone brightly under the sun, and eyes as green as the meadows she loved to roam. Her favorite place in the world was the village library, a quaint little building filled to the brim with ancient books and forgotten tales. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting an amber glow over the village, Cal sat in her usual corner reading a dusty old book. She didn't notice the soft rustling of leaves outside until a gentle voice called her name. Cal looked startled. She looked off to see a tiny elf standing by the window. He had sparkling blue eyes and wore a cloak made of the finest silver threads. "The name is Achillia," he said with a bow. "I am the guardian of this library." Cal's eyes widened in astonishment. "The guardian elf," she explained. Achillia nodded and explained, "These books hold more than just stories. They are the doorway to the magical realm. Only those with a pure heart can unlock their secrets." Kala listened in awe as Achillia spoke of enchanted lands and mystical creatures. "Would you like to see for yourself?" he asked with a twinkle in his eye. Without hesitation, Kala nodded. Achillia guided her to a hidden room at the back of the library. The room was filled with a myriad of shimmering lights and ethereal whispers. At the center of the room was an enormous book, bound in leather and adorned with intricate designs of gold and silver. "Is this," said Achillia, "is the Book of Worlds. It contains every story ever told, and many that have yet to be written. To travel to a world within its pages, all you need to do is whisper the name of the world you wish to visit." With her heart pounding with excitement, Cal approached the Book of Worlds. She gently traced the intricate designs on its cover before whispering, "Elanteria." In an instant, the room around them dissolved into a swirl of colors and lights. When the swirl settled, Cal found herself standing in a majestic forest filled with towering trees and sparkling streams. Beside her, Achillia smiled and said, "Welcome to Elanteria." They spent the evening exploring the magical forest, meeting talking animals and dancing alongside fairies. As the night grew late, Achillia led Cal back to the library. "Remember," he said gently, "the magic of these books is always with you, as long as you keep your heart pure and your mind open." Cal thanked Achillia and promised to return. As she walked home under the starry sky, she felt a deep warmth in her heart, knowing that countless adventures awaited her within the pages of the magical library. Thank you for being here. Sweet dreams.